People are confused, people are scared, and many families are worried because information is coming from different directions at the same time. What everyone is hearing is that armed bandit groups have continued to move freely across many communities in Sokoto state, attacking villages, forcing people to run from their homes, and leaving many families unsure of where their loved ones are. This is the reality many residents have been living with, and that is why this gist is spreading fast. Right now, what is clear is that fear has taken over many rural areas. Some communities are completely quiet, not because nothing is happening, but because people have left. Farmers are abandoning their farms. Parents are keeping children indoors, and many villages are sleeping with one eye open. As you are listening to this, please like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss verified updates like this. The story many people are talking about is connected to the Sultan of Sokoto and the Sokoto Caliphate. People are asking questions because they have not seen or heard from the Sultan publicly in recent times. And whenever there is silence from a respected traditional leader during a security crisis, rumors grow very fast. Some people are saying different things online, but let us focus on what is making people afraid in the first place: the insecurity itself. Bandit groups in the northwest did not start today. For years, these groups have attacked villages, kidnapped people for ransom, blocked roads, and challenged security forces. In Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, and nearby states, people have watched this problem grow slowly until it became something that feels uncontrollable in some areas. When attacks happen again and again, people begin to feel abandoned, and that is when panic spreads. As you are following this gist, please remember to like this video and subscribe, because this channel brings you stories explained clearly and calmly. Many residents say the attacks now feel closer to important towns than before. Some say the bandits are becoming bolder, attacking in daylight and moving in groups. When people hear things like this, they naturally start asking, if ordinary villages are no longer safe, what about important traditional institutions? That question is what has pushed this story into the spotlight. The Sultan of Sokoto is not just a traditional ruler. He is a major religious and cultural figure, respected across Nigeria and beyond. So when people think his safety might be affected, emotions rise quickly. However, it is very important to understand that fear does not always mean facts. Silence does not always mean danger. But at the same time, silence during a crisis creates room for speculation. And that is what we are seeing now. People living in Sokoto are more concerned about daily survival than palace politics. Mothers are worried about their children going to school. Traders are worried about traveling to markets. Young men are worried about being mistaken for criminals or being caught in attacks. This is the human side of the story that sometimes gets lost online. Please like this video and subscribe so this message can reach more people who need calm and clear explanation. Another part of this gist is about missing people. In areas affected by bandit attacks, missing does not always mean kidnapped. Sometimes it means families ran in different directions during an attack and have not reconnected. Sometimes phone networks are down. Sometimes people flee to other towns without informing anyone. Still, the pain is real, because not knowing where someone is can be worse than bad news. Security operations are ongoing in different parts of the northwest. Sometimes these operations push criminals away from one area into another area. When that happens, communities that were calm yesterday can suddenly face attacks today. This constant movement keeps people on edge and fuels fear-based stories. As you listen, please like and subscribe. It helps this channel continue bringing you clear and responsible storytelling. Now, about the claim that the Sokoto Caliphate has been overrun. This phrase sounds dramatic, and it is why it spreads fast. What it reflects is not that an entire traditional system has collapsed overnight, but that insecurity has come uncomfortably close to places people believe should always be safe. When fear reaches that level, people start using strong words to express how unsafe they feel. Social media has made this situation more intense. One video, one voice note, one screenshot can travel across the country in minutes. Some of these posts are made by people who are genuinely afraid. Others are made by people who want attention. That is why it is important to slow down, breathe, and look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is this. People in Sokoto and nearby states want peace. They want to farm, trade, worship, and raise families without fear. Traditional leaders, religious leaders, and government officials all have roles to play. When any of these voices go quiet during crisis, the public becomes restless. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want updates explained in simple, correct English. Many Nigerians are also asking why this problem has lasted so long. Some blame weak security presence. Some blame lack of economic opportunities. Some blame political decisions. The truth is that insecurity grows when many problems combine over time. That is why solutions are not quick or simple. What matters now is how information is handled. Panic helps no one. Fake news puts lives at risk. Responsible discussion, pressure for accountability, and support for affected communities are what make a difference. People are watching closely for official communication. When clear statements are released, tension reduces. When silence continues, fear grows. This is why transparency is important during times like this. As you are listening, kindly like this video and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel active. Let me say this clearly. Concern does not mean condemnation. Asking questions does not mean spreading lies. But repeating unverified claims as facts can cause unnecessary fear. We must be careful with words, especially when lives are already under pressure. Families in Sokoto are not asking for luxury. They are asking for safety. They are asking to sleep without fear of gunshots. They are asking to know that their leaders, both traditional and political, are aware of their pain. Thank you for staying with me. Please like this video and subscribe right now so you don't miss the continuation, because this story is deep and it affects many lives. As the days pass, the tension in Sokoto and nearby areas does not come only from attacks themselves, but from uncertainty. Uncertainty is powerful. When people do not know what will happen next, fear grows quietly. You may not hear gunshots every day, but the fear of hearing them tomorrow is enough to change how people live. That is what many residents are experiencing right now. Some families no longer allow their children to walk alone, even during the day. Some traders now close their shops earlier than usual. Travel plans are being cancelled. Weddings, naming ceremonies, and community gatherings are postponed. Life begins to shrink when people are afraid, and that is something many outsiders do not easily see. Please like this video and subscribe. It helps this channel bring calm, clear stories like this to more people. Another thing people are discussing quietly is trust. Trust in security, trust in leadership, trust in information. When attacks continue for a long time, people start doubting everything they hear. One person says the situation is under control. Another says it is worse than ever. This confusion creates emotional exhaustion. People become tired of being scared. In times like this, every word spoken by leaders carries weight. Even silence carries weight. That is why people are paying attention to what is said, what is not said, and how often updates are given. It is not about drama. It is about reassurance. Many residents feel that if they hear regularly from leaders, it helps them breathe a little easier. Even if the news is not perfect, honesty builds confidence. When communication is clear, rumors lose power. When communication is weak, rumors grow legs and start running. Please remember to like this video and subscribe so you can continue following this story without confusion. Let us also talk about the emotional impact on young people. Young men and women in these areas are growing up in an environment where fear feels normal. This is dangerous for the future. When insecurity becomes normal, hope begins to fade. And when hope fades, frustration grows. Some young people begin to feel forgotten. Others become angry. Some think of leaving their homes permanently. This is how insecurity slowly damages the social fabric of a community, even without daily violence. Parents worry not only about safety, but about the kind of future their children will have if this situation continues. These are real worries, not headlines. As you listen, please like and subscribe. It shows support for responsible storytelling. There is also the economic side of this crisis. When farmers cannot go to their farms, food production drops. When food production drops, prices rise. When prices rise, everyone feels it, even people far away from the affected areas. So this is not just a Sokoto issue. It affects markets, food supply, and household budgets across the country. Transporters avoid risky routes. Goods take longer to reach markets. Fuel costs increase. All these things quietly add pressure to daily life. This is why insecurity is not only about safety, it is about survival. People also talk about displacement. Some families have left their villages completely and moved in with relatives in towns or other states. Living conditions become crowded. Resources are stretched. Tension rises. These are the hidden effects of prolonged insecurity. Please like this video and subscribe so this explanation reaches more people who need to understand the full picture. Now, regarding the traditional institution itself, many people still respect it deeply. They want to hear words of comfort, guidance, and reassurance. They want to feel that their fears are seen and understood. Respect does not disappear because of crisis. In fact, it becomes more important. At the same time, it is important for the public to remain calm and patient. Pressure should be constructive, not destructive. Demanding clarity is good. Spreading fear is not. We must balance concern with responsibility. This is why conversations like this matter. Not shouting, not exaggerating. Just explaining calmly what people are feeling and why. As this situation continues to unfold, many Nigerians are watching closely, waiting for clearer updates, stronger action, and more visible reassurance. People are not asking for miracles. They are asking for progress, honesty, and presence. Please like this video and subscribe if you want updates delivered with clarity and respect. Let me say something important. Insecurity does not mean defeat. Many communities have survived difficult times before. Strength is built through unity, patience, and clear leadership. Fear thrives in isolation, but calm spreads when people feel informed. Right now, the most powerful thing is accurate information delivered responsibly. That is what reduces panic and protects lives.